And I think more than ever now, especially with the pandemic going on, the last 3 or 4 months have taught us that technology and the online world is what is going to help connect people going forward. So it's really exciting to be a part of the eClub, and I'm sure all of you here agree. So to begin with, I would like to invite President Menka Shah to call the fellowship to order. And we have a video for this. I will just share my screen.
PDG Sharmila, PDG Harish, AG Guru, DGE Young, DCC Agnes, DCM Vikash, fellow Rotarians and friends. I welcome you all to our club's second installation night ceremony.
All right, thank you, Menka. And we will now move on to the Loyal Toast by Doreen Kangi. And we'll put that up on screen as well.
Good evening and welcome.
Sorry, just 1 second.
Good evening and welcome to the Loyal Toast. Fellow members and guests, raise your glasses and drink with me a toast to the President of the United Republic of Tanzania.
Thank you, Doreen. We will move on to the four-way test by Lina Kapadia.
The four-way test. For all the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you, Lina. And now I would like to, I know Menka is not, oh, she's joining. Okay, yeah, let's let her join quickly.
Fatima, the
Hi,
videos
Menka.
were not moving,
Sorry?
The videos, they were not playing well. We could only hear the audio.
Would you like me to replay them?
No, that's fine. Just going ahead.
Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Let me see what I can do.
Is Menka online now?
Yeah, I think Menka just came online.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, let's carry on.
Hi, Vikash.
So this next part is actually for Menka. There's a special video from the Rotary eClub of Masaki and from IPDG Xavier Santamu and PDG Shirmilaba to just say a huge thank you for all the incredible work that she's done this year. So I see that she's here, so I will go ahead and play that video. Menka, this is for you.
Menka.
Just let me know if you guys can see the screen.
Menka, my good friend Menka, congratulations for leading us so well this total year, especially for you leading.
Yeah. Fatma, we lost sound.
Leading together a person who has been a president at the age of 23. Menka, my good friend Menka, congratulations for leading us so well this total year, especially for you leading the very first eClub in our district. Is something commendable. I want to congratulate you. It's such good times. You know, when I know that we are leading together a person who has been a president at the age of 23, it just tells me a lot on the leadership qualities that you have. You've moved the club so well. You've energized your members. You've given to the foundation. You've served. When I came calling concerning the COVID support, your club stood tall, raised so much money. You've given to the foundation. And that is the whole essence of having. So I want to thank you for being a true leader. I couldn't have expected anything different, given the support that you've had from daddy and mom. So to you, my brother Vikash, for one having been the sponsoring president when the club was being sponsored, but you've guided and supported the club very well. Menka, I just want to tell you one thing. When you are a leader, you continue being a leader. I want you to provide the right support to your incoming president. But most importantly, I want you to avail yourself to leadership in this district, because we need young people like you to move this district to levels that it has never been. We need people with innovative ideas. Who knew that we would have a global, an eClub? And yet now we are on the verge of registering the third because you showed us the way. I look forward when I'll be back in Dar es Salaam, and then we can have time and connect and be able to see what else we have to offer in Rotary leadership. I want to congratulate you, and I want to wish you all the best for the future. All the best, my friend.
Indeed, a year has gone by. Your club was pregnated in our minds, conceived with happiness, and an eager thrust was put forward by the Rotary Club of Oyster Bay's then President Vikash Shah. And when it was born, it was nurtured by a loving person in the name of Menaka Shah, who then went on to become the youngest charter president of the first eClub, the Rotary eClub Masaki. Menaka and your team of Rotarians, I've seen your club through the year. I've seen you do fundraisers, especially the pizza fundraiser, this paint and sip event, which was so colorful and sold out, to raise money to give to mothers birthing kits when they go to hospitals. I've also seen you raise once again a lot more money for the pandemic, that's COVID, by partnering with organizations to provide PPE equipment. Thank you for your wonderful work towards humanity. A lot of young people at times become bystanders to issues around society as one feels helpless and not able to do anything. But as a club and as members of this Rotary Club, you're proving this otherwise. Very proud of you. And don't stop here, Menaka. Take on positions in the district and contribute your skills and passion. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you the very best and keep doing what you do even better.
Hey Menka, congratulations on a great first year as the president of the Rotary eClub. It was great that you formed this club because it gave a chance for people to join and be a part of Rotary who otherwise wouldn't have been able to join the traditional club due to the time commitments or not actually living in the country where the club is located. You gave a chance for people from across the world to connect with each other and work towards a common goal to serve the people who need it the most. I'm sure that this club will continue on for a long time and many more people from across the world will be able to join in the future.
Hi, President Menka. It's been a real pleasure working with the youngest Rotary eClub president in Tanzania, or I can say in the district. You've managed to find innovative ways for us to have online meetings, and when we were not having sufficient members attending, you managed to again find an innovative way of having speakers on Thursdays to increase our attendance. We started as a club of 21 members. Under your leadership, we managed to increase it to 28. So congratulations goes to you, because this is a very difficult feat even for clubs that have been existing for years and years now. The kind of projects our club has handled, although it being an eClub, have been amazing. 350 birthing kits delivered, over 16 million shillings donated to TLM, getting to know other speakers from Pamoja Leo, Her Africa, and many other NGOs. All in all, it has been a wonderful year. It has been a proud year for the Rotary eClub. And thank you so much for your presidency. All the very best.
Hi, Menka, how are you? Good morning. So I thought to do a small video to appreciate you. It's been amazing, really great that we had a good year running, you know, being a new club and the first year, and you being the president leading us into that. It was amazing. It was great lessons also, and we actually really achieved, and you know, really did achieve. When I was listening to Vikash saying that there are some clubs that are really struggling, and we really did not struggle as much. So really, thank you very much. Great projects, great ideas, moving on, you know, greatly. So for me, with my position, it really did assist. And I really did appreciate, I do appreciate all the help. And it was amazing teamwork. So again, thank you. It was amazing, amazing.
Hello, Ms. President. I trust you are well and everyone around you. I would like to start with saying thank you very much for the amazing time in leading the new club of ours. Thank you very much. During your tenure as president, we have seen the enormous growth in our club. It's just a year old, right? Yes. You have been the integral to the important advances we have made, especially the Zoom meetings that you used to find a speaker on every Thursday, usually set up a topic and then educate every one of us. That is really nice. Thank you for that. I wish you all the best for the future endeavors, and I'm looking forward to be working with you. Thank you very much.
Hey Menka, I just wanted to say thank you for everything this year in eClub Rotary Misaki. You were such a good introduction to Rotary Club for me, and you've helped make me really passionate about continued involvement in the eClub. You know, and that was heavily thanks to all of your guidance and your leadership during this first charter year. I wish you the best of luck in whatever you decide to pursue in the future, and hope that I'll get to host you if you ever visit Ireland. So karibu, and thanks again.
Dear Menka, thank you so much for the remarkable work and effort and time that you've put into running this club during your time as president. We appreciate you so much and all the work that you've done. Thank you.
Hey Menka, a big congratulations to you for completing your first year as president of Rotary Club Misaki. You've done a fantastic job leading our team, leading a new team, and making sure that we had good events throughout the year and that we were proactively helping our communities. So thank you so much for your time, your effort. I'm really inspired by you, and I'm excited to work with you again.
Thank you, everyone, for being a part of that, and thank you, Menka, for being an incredible leader and inspiring so many people. We've been really lucky to have you. For those who have not been able to be a part of our events, we've just arranged a quick overview of everything that Menka has accomplished. Some of our events included the DG's visit in July 2019. We had our installation night, our pizza fundraiser in October, our Christmas social in December, our Galentine's Paint and Sip, which we will show you a video of. Lots of fun, and we raised a lot of money for a really good cause. We had our International Women's Day event, very powerful and inspirational speakers. In terms of our fundraisers, we raised funds from the pizza fundraiser with the support of DTV to provide 350 birthing kits to women in their third trimesters. For the Galentine's Paint and Sip event, we raised money to provide reusable sanitary hygiene kits to schoolgirls around Dar es Salaam. Our COVID-19 fundraiser raised over $4,500 for Tumaini La Maisha Pediatric Oncology Ward, and we were able to send 200 masks to Pamoja Leo. So this next video is just a quick overview of a few of the events that we've been able to, events and fundraisers that we've had this year. I will share screen.
It has been a year since I embarked on this journey of being the charter president of this eClub. Being new to Rotary, I didn't know what to expect, but had a great year. It of course came with its challenges, yet we proudly sailed through it. We had impactful service projects, such as the birthing kits, COVID-19 support, fundraising events, International Women's Day event, and we also gave to the Rotary Foundation annual funds and the Polio Plus Fund. We had a few physical socials, and we are proud to have started the first Road Truck eClub in the district. Despite being a new club, we managed to achieve what other clubs don't. This would have not been possible without the support and guidance of my father, Rotarian Vikas Shah, and of course my fellow board members and the club members who made this possible. A special thank you goes out to our sponsors that helped make this club's project successful this year. A special thank you to Diamond Trust Bank, Alliance Insurance, Dhriti and Devan Shah, Hamu Restaurant, Natalie from Paint and Sip, Rotarian Hilubura, and Zian Mehta. Thank you and Asante Sana for a great Rotary year.
Thank you everyone for viewing a year of Rotary eClub Masaki and all that this club has accomplished. This next part of our program, sorry, one second. All right, the next part of our program will have us get up and get some energy in our body. We will have some sun salutations by Nita Yoga. So
Hi,
everyone,
guys. I hope you can all hear me. And thank you for inviting me, Ashna, my beautiful niece. She's invited me to teach you yoga here for 5 minutes. And I hope you're all keeping safe. So let's start. Okay, guys.
Mita, just one moment. Mita, one moment. If everybody
okay.
puts on your screen, there's a speaker view. If you could click that, then you'll be able to see Mita, teaching us yoga. There's something called a speaker view on top of your screen. If you could do that, and then takes us.
I've actually pinned Mita's video, so it should be the only thing that people should be able to see.
Cool. Yeah. And everyone needs to stand up and
Okay, let's stand up, guys. I normally start sitting down, but we'll start standing up today. Okay. Bringing our hands together in front of our heart. And we'll chant one long Om. So take a deep breath in. Okay, guys, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, our breath exhale. Now inhale, arms raise up towards the ceiling, palms connect to look up. Exhale, create a big circle, brings the hands together in front of our heart with a slight bow of our head. And again, inhale, arms raise, reaching up. Exhale, create a big circle, brings the hands together in front of our heart with a slight bow. One more, inhale, arms raise, connect. Exhale, big circle, brings the hands together in front of our heart. Now inhale, legs come slightly apart. On the exhale, bend your knees, fingertips touch the floor. Inhale, arms come out, straighten the legs, reaching up, palms touch. As we exhale, we bend our knees, fingertips touch the floor. And again, inhale, arms raise, palms connect. Exhale, fingertips touch the floor. Now leave your knees bent. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, again, fingertips touch the floor, knees are bent. Inhale into chair, sweeping the arms. Exhale, fingertips touch the floor. And again, inhale, raise. This time on the exhale, bring your hands forward, drop your fingers down. Inhale, knees touch together. Exhale, open. Inhale, knees touch. Exhale, open. Inhale, knees touch. Exhale, open. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, brings the feet together. Palms come together in front of our heart with a slight bow. Inhale, arms raise. Palms touch. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, bending the knees all we need to. Inhale, sends our right leg back into lunge. Exhale, takes us into down dog, legs hip width apart. Inhale, we come into plank, straight and rigid. Exhale, knees down, chest down. Scooping up on the inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, one-legged down dog, right leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale, right leg forward into lunge, we look forward. Exhale, feet together and bow. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, big circle, prayer mudra. Left side, inhale, arms raise, reaching up. Exhale, folding into two. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, we come into plank. Exhale, knees down, chest down. Inhale, up into cobra. Exhale, one-legged down dog, left leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale, brings the left leg forward into lunge. Exhale, feet together and bow. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, hands come in front of our heart. Good, take a deep breath in. Take an exhale. Inhale, open your hands, lift the gaze, offer the practice. Our breath, exhale, slight bow of the head, palms connect. Namaste. Thank you guys. Thank you, Ashna. Well
Thank
done.
you so much. That
No
was
worries.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
So refreshing.
Thank you.
All right, for the next part of our program, we will have the introduction of President-elect Ashna Tanna by President Menka Shah. And I have a recorded video for that.
I'd like to introduce to you our incoming President, Ashna Tanna. Ashna graduated from the University of Southern California in 2018 with a Bachelor's of Science in Public Policy and Development, emphasizing in health policy. After graduating, she worked at USC Keck Hospital as a research assistant, helping to investigate how hospital environments impact performance on healthcare workers. She switched gears slightly last year and is currently working for a market research firm that seeks to understand human behavior through data with specific interest in the healthcare industry. She's also interested in filmmaking, music, and dance, and pursue these passions in her free time. She believes Rotary is a powerful force and medium that manifests change, and by empowering communities through innovative ideas and clear intentions, we can create a chain of sustainable change. She's particularly passionate about healthcare and empowering women. I look forward to working with Ashna this year to make a greater impact in the communities around us. Now, over to you, Ashna.
All right, as Menka said, over to you, Ashna.
Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me clearly? Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes,
Ashna,
yes,
before you
yes.
begin, Ashna, before you begin, it's If we might PDG Shamila for the transfer of chain.
Shall I go ahead?
Yes, Shamila, please.
President Menika.
No, sorry, Shamila, just one moment.
Sorry.
You have your introduction.
Sorry, just one moment. I have an introduction for you as well. I will give me a moment.
Greetings. Past District Governor Shamila, District Governor-elect Young, District Membership Chair Vikash, President Menka, and President-elect Ashna, fellow Rotarians. Shamila Butt joined the Rotary Club of Dar es Salaam in 2007, served in various club and district positions, and district governor in 2018-2019. With over 30 years of experience in the field of information and communication technologies, Shamila is the director and shareholder of this soft tech group of companies. Shamila is an engineer, having graduated in electronics engineering. In 2017, Shamila was awarded the highest award too in Rotary of Service Above Self for her dedication and outstanding work through the Rotary Dar Marathon.
Thank you, AG Guru Sykes, for that introduction. The floor is yours, PDG Shamila Butt.
Thank you, Fatima. President Menika, for the last time I can call you President, President-elect Ashna, past District Governor Harish, District Governor-elect Young, Vice Country Chair Agnes, District Membership Chair Vikash, Assistant Governors in the House, Millie, Hitesh, and Guru, fellow Rotarians, friends of Rotary, a very good evening to all of you. It gives me great pleasure today to install the second president of the first Rotary eClub in Uganda. Rotary is not just a club that you join, but it's an invitation to endless opportunities. We believe in creating opportunities for others and for ourselves. We believe that our acts of service, large and small, generate opportunities for people who need our help, and that Rotary opens opportunities for us to live a richer, more meaningful life with friends around the world based on our core values. Now, all of this is positive news, but just because there are greater opportunities than ever for Rotary to thrive does not guarantee that we will succeed. The world is changing rapidly and was doing so even before this crisis. People were starting to move away from regular lunch meetings towards online gatherings. Friendships were being cultivated and revived on social media, even before most of our meetings went to Zoom and Skype. Younger generations have a strong desire to serve, but have questioned whether they could play a meaningful role in organizations like Rotary, or whether they might make a bigger impact, forming different types of connections. And hence, if you know, Rotrack today is no longer a program of Rotary, but is a membership type within Rotary. Therefore, now is the time to put everything on the table, test new approaches, and prepare Rotary for the future. Menika, as I said, 18 months of leadership is a feat by itself. A new baby has been nurtured, given a strong foundation for Ashna to take it to a stage of running. In Rotary, life is a continuous perennial flow, and this is being carried forward by every president to see Rotary International over a century of service. We all know we were not just born to die, but to use ourselves and to be useful. Whether we are useless or useful, the 6 feet beneath us is reserved for all. Remember, whatever we do for ourselves will die with us, but what we do for others will be left behind, and that will be our legacy. President Ashna, this evening, the installation ceremony is a metaphor for your leadership because it ties together the most important elements that you need to fulfill your potential. It will require you to take initiative to understand your members, though it's an e-club, though it means you may not meet them physically, but it'll take a lot of effort from your side to understand your members and your guests so that you can respond appropriately and to exceed expectations by creating an outstanding and memorable experience for your biggest supporters, that is your members, and to nurture your relationship and take time to do this so that it develops your leadership and puts the pieces into place to achieve greatness together. As DG Xavier said, you're one of the second youngest, I believe, president to take on the job. You too is just around the age of 23. And therefore, this leadership, leading volunteers in service, will give you great experience to take it further. So President Ashna, this particular installation is not physical. If it was physical, I would have asked at this point that Menaka hands me over the chain so that I could then hand you the chain. But just assume the chain is on its way and you will be wearing it at every meetings that you conduct. So please put your hand up and I'd like you to repeat after me. I look forward to being the president of the Rotary eClub Masaki.
I look forward to being the president of Rotary eClub Masaki.
And lead my members. To serve above self.
To serve above self.
I will take this job with a lot of pride.
I will take this job with a lot of pride.
And enjoy every moment of serving in Rotary.
And enjoy every moment of serving in Rotary.
Wonderful, Ashna. I wish you the very best. So Rotarians, please put your hands towards your chest because we can't toast to Rotary. And let us welcome the second president of the Rotary Club of Masaki, President Ashna.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you.
Ashna. And thank you, PDG Sharmila. Ashna, I'd like to now invite you to give your acceptance speech.
Great. Good evening, and in some cases, good morning, fellow Rotarians and guests. Thank you so much for joining us today for Rotary eClub Masaki's second installation night. All protocols observed, I would like to take some time to recognize and thank some important people without whom I would not have this opportunity today. I would first like to thank my advisor, Vikas Shah, for being a truly supportive, passionate, and inspiring leader to help our club excel this past year. He has not only been a powerful force in our club and in the greater Rotary community, but he has helped me transition into my role as smoothly as possible, despite the great time differences and busy schedule. So Vikas, thank you so much for your patience. I also want to congratulate President Menka Shah for her outstanding work as president of our brand new eClub this past year. As one of the youngest Rotary presidents, She owned all her responsibilities and led some very thoughtful and meaningful initiatives this past year, all while hosting very fun and creative events. I'll be looking for her support as I take on this year. And also, I want to give a special shout out to our club members who supported her initiatives throughout the year. I want to thank past District Governor Sharmila Bhatt and Harsh Bhatt. Sharmila has been an inspiration for all of us young women as we try to navigate our world. And PDG Harsh has been an incredibly strong force within our Rotary community by taking the time to educate future leaders in our community. I've been privileged to watch both of you lead through the entirety of my life, and both of you have been a huge inspiration to me. I also want to thank Assistant Governor Guru Sykes and District Governor-elect Young Kimaro for your dedication towards Rotary and taking the time today to honor our new members. A special thank you to past President Ashna Tanna, who also happens to be my dad. You've taught me what it means to lead with compassion, honesty, resilience, and to prioritize being a good human being first before anything else. I'd also like to thank my mother, my hero, Manisha, for being the smartest, most giving, and supportive person in my life, a woman who symbolizes strength and love. Despite being so small, she's the strongest person I know and a huge inspiration to me. And lastly, I want to thank my aunt, Smita, who is here today. She's my source of everyday positivity and the definition of what it means to lead a life with grace, love, and a happy spirit. I really hope you guys enjoyed the sun salutations she led earlier. So, fellow Rotarians and guests, what a year it has been, and it's only July. 2020 has tested us as a human race in many ways, from environmental crises like the fires that happened in Australia earlier this year, to, of course, this current corona pandemic, and one of the most important social movements happening right now, primarily in the West, the Black Lives Matter movement. Our world, seemingly now more than ever, is riddled with challenges that we need to overcome, both externally and introspectively. Despite all that is going on, Rotary has been at the forefront of purposeful service, making our surroundings safer and better. And we continue to push boundaries, push ourselves, and build communities that foster change. And I'm so excited to be a part of this community. This year, our theme is Rotary Opens Opportunities. And this feels so relevant now more than ever, considering the tough times that we live in. Where doors are closing, we're dedicated to creating new doors that uplift communities through dedicated service. It's definitely easier said than done, but I think we're all up for the challenge. So what does it take to open opportunities? How can we best fulfill this mission? I think in order to first open opportunities, we need to understand the people we serve and ourselves. My favorite author and feminist, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, when addressing Harvard graduates in her speech said, "Ignorance acknowledged is an opportunity. Ignorance denied is a closed door." I believe our work starts here. The first step is to look introspectively and accept what we don't know. And then step 2 is to learn, and step 3 is to act. I think all of us at this meeting currently are at different stages in this process based on circumstance, exposure, and privilege. But to open opportunities means to understand both ourselves and others and to act with empathy. What has been very telling this past year has been the power of online social engagement for positive activism and change. The internet and online social platforms are tools to uplift, engage, and educate different communities, and our eClub is built on this foundation. My goal is to amplify voices of people and communities that need to be uplifted through our online platform, continue to foster an engaging team of Rotary members through interactive events, and cultivate a culture that is dedicated towards service both on the ground and online. As an eClub, we have the opportunity to explore this combination of online social interaction, and I hope to use our platform effectively to raise sufficient funds and manifest change. By supporting women's health, engaging our members, and creating innovative solutions for the communities we serve, to ensure that we can empower our communities to continue a change of sustainable opportunity. There's lots to be done, and I'm very excited for the hard work that we've all committed ourselves to. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashna, and we're so excited to have you as the President-elect of the Rotary eClub of Masaki. We look forward to working with you and seeing all the incredible things that come up in the next year. Ashna, I'd like to now invite you to introduce the new board for the year 2020 to 2021. I do have a photo of all of them so everyone can see who they are. If you give me
Awesome.
All right, go ahead.
Great. Just give me a moment. My computer is frozen. Okay, so I would like to take this time to introduce our e-board for the year 2020 to 2021. We have President-elect Akshay Vetlani, Vice President Doreen Kanji, Immediate Past President Menka Shah, Secretary Teresa Walsh, our Treasurer Doreen Kanji, Service Project Director Akash Shah, Admin Director Chelsea Lakatre, Membership Director Viraj Mehta, Rotary Foundation Director Hilu Bura, New Generation Director Ruth Lakware, Advisor to the Board Vikas Shah, and our Strategy Planning Director Ramesh Chauhan. I think that, yes, sorry. This is our e-board for the year 2020.
All right, thank you, Ashna, and welcome everyone. I'm sure we're all looking forward to seeing everything that you guys do in the coming year. Okay, I would now like to invite DCM Vikas Shah to introduce DGE Young.
Sorry, Fatima, you're playing the video, yeah?
Yes. Sorry, give me a moment.
Good evening. All protocols observed. It is indeed an honor for me to introduce DGE Young Kimaro, born in Korea, received primary schooling in Korea, secondary in England, undergraduate back in Korea, and graduate studies in the US, where she married a fellow graduate student, Sadikiel Kimaro, which led her to becoming a Tanzanian citizen. They are blessed with a daughter and a son, and one granddaughter. An economist, her entire working life has been with the World Bank. Her work covered managing World Bank country relations, formulating development assistance strategies and projects. For her work, she has traveled extensively around the world. Since retiring, she and her husband returned to his home village of Mwika on Mount Kilimanjaro to give back to the community. For many years, she ran a weekly column she called Development with Common Sense in the Daily News. Before joining Rotary, which has given them roots in the community and friendships that they treasure. In Rotary, she is a charter member and past president of the Rotary Club of Mwika, and been its service committee chair for 8 years, during which time the club won service awards at 4 district conferences.
Thank you. Thank you, DCM Vikash. I would now like to invite DGE Young Kimaro for the induction of new members. I believe you have a short slideshow.
Actually, that was my intention, but this BBC had left her slide on the other computer, which is being used for some other meeting. So what I will do is, I thought everybody would have little fun with some cartoons, but you will just have to put up with this grandmother delivering what should have been a fun thing, but so do put up with me. What I want to do is, before going to the induction, for us to reflect once more what it means to be a Rotarian. Now, the 6 people who are going to be inducted today have been identified as having the qualities that is very consistent with what Rotarians aspire to be. These are the successful professionals who are very busy. And we actually go for busy people for a very good reason. Busy people know how to manage their time. They know how to prioritize. They know what matters and focus on that. So 6 people and the rest of you, we are all very busy. And these new inductees have been seen to have the qualities such as integrity, people who like to work together, collaborate, and share ideas with others, team players in short, and then they're committed. When they say they will do something, indeed they will do it. They're compassionate. They don't just think about what's good for me, but how about others? How do they feel? What are their needs? Is there something we can do to reach out for the unfortunate? And when we see those problems, we don't just sit back and say, kuna tatizo, but we are action-oriented. We are problem solvers. And of course, we feel passionate about community, about making a difference. So with that, I also want to mention who the Rotarians are around the world. We are people of all religions, all races, all nationalities, and people of all professions. And what is extremely interesting is that the position you hold outside does not really define who you are as a Rotarian. But what you do in terms of service, what you do as a Rotarian defines you. I just want to share with you one case. In a small village on Mount Kilimanjaro, there is a club where the head librarian was a president of a Rotary club. In that Rotary club, there was a vice chancellor of a university. There was a department head of a bank, a commercial bank. There was a CEO and so on. But this head librarian had just secondary education. But when she was there as president for 2 years, and everybody respected her. And I wonder how many organizations in the world would have such arrangement, where somebody, although in terms of formal education doesn't match up much, but in terms of what she does, she brings so much value that people who are way above her socially respect her and follow her instructions. And that's the beauty of Rotary. Now, the 4-way test that we see being recited every meeting, I think that is so valuable because that is the core value of what we all aspire.
Sorry, I think we've lost sound.
Now, okay, I don't know how that happened. Yeah, where did you lose me? Do tell me.
Just 30 seconds, the last 30 seconds.
Okay, all right. So, well, let's just talk about this four-way test. Four-way test, repeating this, reciting it at every meeting, I think is so valuable, particularly for the new inductees, to internalize what we aspire for and try to live up to. And also the motto of service above self. This really has a deep meaning in that we are not there to do service, to be seen, to be recognized, to get the credit, but we are doing the service to make a difference in the community. And that, I think, is really valuable part of what service above self means. And when we share these values, these perspectives about life, long-term friendships are possible. Deep friendships develop. And this is one of the rewards of being Rotarian. Now, I want to tell you, I wonder if Vikash ever mentioned to our new inductees about this, that Rotarians are irrational people. Have you ever said that, Vikash? One of the PDGs, Robert, actually said, Rotarians are irrational. And why is that? Well, Rotarians are high-powered professionals, right? Now, if they work as consultants, sometimes, depending on where that happens, you can earn something like $200 to $1,000 a day. But as Rotarians, we volunteer our time for free. Not only that, when there are expenditures, whether it's getting to the place where you are doing the service, or as you are doing service the whole day, you might need to have food, then we pay out of our own pocket. And when there's shortage in the funds available, again, we pay out of dip into our pocket. So irrational indeed. But when you think a little bit deeper, it's not really irrational. I think there is something that we all, Rotarians all know. That is, it is not enough for us to be successful, for us to have a beautiful house, an expensive car, and plenty to go around. But we need the society to be better off if we want to be better off. And a good example is, let's think about this. Let's say that there is a big car accident that one is involved in a poor country and in a rich country. Let's say that a rich man in a poor country has been feeling very good all the time, you know, compared to others, he's so much better. But in a remote countryside, what will happen to him? For the poor in a rich country, what happens in a remote countryside in a car accident? Let's look at the poor first. The poor man probably will have an ambulance coming pretty quickly. And then if there is serious injury, then a helicopter could come and take him to the hospital nearby, and he will get treated and he has a chance of surviving. What happens to this very contented rich man in a poor country? No ambulance, therefore no helicopter to follow. And even if the hospital is within reach, he cannot reach it. Therefore, his chances of living is very remote. So it really pays to pay attention to the well-being, the development of the whole society. And I think we Rotarians know that, although we might not verbalize it. We know that for our own welfare, it is important for the society to be developed and for the welfare of everybody in that society. So when you think of that, we really are not so irrational. So in order not to deny PDG robot of calling us irrational Rotarians, I think I will rename us rational irrational Rotarians. So with that, and with confirmation that you are willing to uphold the core values of Rotary, I would like to call on the 6 inductees. Could you kindly, I don't know how you would do that, Vikash. This will be also virtual. Are they in the audience at the moment? If you could sort of hold up your hands, so at least we can see where you are. Wonderful, okay. There is Mpuya, and then, okay. So there you, Shriti, Bojak, and yeah, okay.
Sorry, they're all in the house. I'll just tell them to switch on their videos and they can then raise their hands. Let me
Yes,
just
I'm
read out
seeing them. Okay. Wonderful. Right. I see Nikki. Yeah, Nikitana. Mpuya, you're under, yeah, there you go. Wonderful. Okay, so please, together with me, pledge to live truthful to our 4-way test and the objective of providing service above oneself for the good of the community. Thank you. Now, so you will be providing the pins to them later on. Please wear this pin, mindful of what it stands for. Make sure that you are proud to wear those pins, and each time do remember the core values that those pins stand for. Now, when you are being inducted into eClub of Masaki, you're not only being inducted into the Rotary Club, you're being inducted to Rotary Tanzania, the district that we belong to, and the Rotary International, the whole world. There are 220, more than 220 countries where there are Rotary clubs. And if you visit any of the countries and you locate a Rotary club and drop or fellowship and identify yourself as a Rotarian, they will welcome you with open arms. This is the unique aspect of being a Rotarian. So welcome to the world of Rotary. Welcome to Rotary family. Now, I want to tell you that there are a lot of values that come with being a Rotarian. See, when you are in the company of people who share your values, you know, that is so comforting. When you look around, and I have lived many, many years beyond any of you, so I know that when one counts on one's fingers, those people around that share your values, outside Rotary, you sort of begin counting, but doesn't go very far. But in Rotary, you will find so many. And that is truly a treasure of value. And then when you are alone, even if you're passionate about the community, what you can do alone is very limited. When my husband and I returned to Tanzania after work, after retiring, we tried to do it ourselves. And yes, we worked so much, but the impact was very small. But both of us joined Rotary, and we found it just expanding. And this is what you will experience. Your impact on your community will double, triple, even grow 10 times, because you are working with a group of like-minded people. And of course, in the process, you develop very deep friendship. And there is also opportunities for networking with Rotarians outside your own immediate sphere. And I've mentioned before, you are a member of the Road International. You are world member. So you have friendship possibilities for people around the world. So do take advantage of international conventions. And then for young people, and there are so many young people in this Masaki, there are skills that you develop. Do volunteer to take on a role from early in your stay in the Rotary Club, because every role will teach you a lot about leadership. You might already be leader in your profession, but somehow the leadership quality and leadership style in Rotary is different from what you face in your place of work. And in fact, in offices, they are beginning to recognize the importance of leading by encouragement, by support, by giving credit to people, by applauding, rather than do this, the command style, which tends to have been the old way, the company way, and so on. So this leadership that you develop in Rotary will be extremely relevant. And of course, you can always, by volunteering to speak, develop your speaking abilities and interpersonal relationships. Rotary gives you such vast array of personalities to interact with, the personalities that you might not have come in contact with. This is a wonderful opportunity to develop your ability to handle many different types of people and really enjoy their company. So go for it. Now, these are the values Rotary brings. However, it's not going to come on a silver platter. Rotary Club is yours to make. So if you find that your club is not doing enough to give you these values, step forward and make sure that your club creates those values. Be the active person to create it for yourself and for others. So with that, I hope you will feel proud to be Rotarians and welcome. Karibu sana. I look forward to the day when we can see each other face to face. All the best. And truly you've joined one incredible club. Did you know, I hope I'm not going too much. Did you know that Masaki is one of top 0.75% of the clubs in the world? There are only 270 e-clubs in the world out of 36,000. So that is remarkable. Now, there is something that is a mission for you to do, a homework. That is, many clubs are now forced into your position. You chose to go virtual by choice, or it was by choice that you are now e-club. Other clubs are forced to be e-clubs because of COVID, but they are quite at a loss what to do. Now, you definitely have figured out what to do, how to be productive, how to provide services, and so on. I would love to call on you, your past president, incoming president, your past officers, the advisor who has infectious energy, Vikash, to please share with me the lessons so that we can pass it on to other clubs so that they can also become effective as virtual clubs. Thank you so much. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DG Young. We're honored to have you here tonight.
Thank you, DG Young. I would just like to once again just recognize the new members that we have had. And I will just call on their names once again. We have Shriti Bojak and Kaushik Bojak. So this is one, they are both married, and this is a great couple to have on board. So welcome, Shriti and Kaushik. We've got Daniel L. Noshokati. Welcome, Daniel, to the family of Rotary. We have Nikki Shah, who's from London. Hi, Nikki. Welcome to Rotary. Johanna is from Dar es Salaam. Johanna, welcome to Rotary. And we have Dr. Patrick Nigula, who is in the US. Please, all of you, we'd like to welcome you to Rotary eClub of Masaki. Thank you, DG.
Wonderful. Welcome. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, guys.
And that brings us toward the end of the program. I realize I forgot that I have a spoken word piece to share with you all today, so I will I'll do it just now. I met Menka on a trip to Zanzibar quite a couple years ago, and you know, we ended up. It was very random. I met her once, and then I didn't see her for 2 years. And then we ended up at the same university, and we were both in a leadership training program to inspire young people from underprivileged backgrounds who want to have access to higher education. And you know, that's where I've known her from, and it just shows you that she's been doing incredible work in leadership, you know, since then. So I have a piece today that's dedicated to both Menka and Ashna. Often the people that we look up to are those who we aspire to be, who serve as our role models, and those who we call leaders. But every once in a while, we meet exceptional leaders, those who are removed from traditional values of leadership and instead strive to create leaders of everyone. Today's poem is from Menka and Ashna, both women who are breaking glass ceilings, and for Rotary, which cultivates incredible leaders and people who do so much good within their own communities. Exceptional leaders are those who inspire, who cultivate spaces for growth and goodness, whose voices can be heard in the smallest corners of the world, but are never too loud to drown out those of others. Leaders whose hands uplift and hold others strong, and whose words empower. Leaders who stand tall, but who never cast a shadow. Leaders who don't just hear, but force to listen to. Leaders who care less about their legacy and more about the kind of world we leave behind for our children. Leaders who are respectful and open-minded, who have vision and whose words are always followed by action. Leaders who have empathy, who feel the pain of others, and who bring light where there is darkness. Leaders who look at a mountain and think of struggle and accomplishment alike, who on their journeys open doors for those who are also on the ride. Leaders who don't give up, but more importantly, who never give up on you. Leaders who encourage change, who bring diversity and difference, and who strive to create just and fair communities. Those who have great regard for the value of all life. Exceptional leaders are those who have heart, whose wisdom is understood by all, and whose intentions are pure. Leaders who make mistakes and own up to them too. Leaders who may not know it all, but are willing to learn along the way. Who share knowledge and who educate, and who level the ground where it seems uneven. Leaders who understand friendship, and that kindness doesn't cost a thing, that sharing is caring, and in the end, we are all just human beings. Ashna and Menka, this one's for you. Thank you so much.
That was really beautiful, Fatima. Thank you so much.
I would now like to invite Rotarian Ramesh Johan for the final toast to close this program.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello? Before I propose royal toast, sorry, the toast, royal toast, I would like to thank the presence of the special guests who are on with us today. Immediate past District Governor, Xavier Sentamus, our wonderful Rotary couple in Tanzania, PDG Pramila Bhatt and PDG Harish Bhatt, DGE Ian Kimaro, Vice Country Chair Agnes Sykes, Assistant Governor Guru Sykes, and of course not forgetting the Master Fatima, Master of Ceremony for this event. Now I would like to propose a toast to the following. Rotary Club of Dar es Salaam, Rotary Club of Bahari, Rotary Club of Mika, Rotary Club of Mbezi Beach, Rotary Club of Sunset, Rotary Club of Oyster Bay, Rotary eClub of Dar es Salaam, and also we are joined today a Rotary Club of Pugu as well, a Rotary Club of Peninsula Da, and the Rotary Club of Port Bell, Uganda, and Rotary Club of eClub of Global eClub of Uganda based in Toronto, and finally to the Rotary International. Please charge your glass and toast to Rotary International. Thank you and good night.
Rotary International.
So much. And thank you for everyone for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. All the best,
Thank
Ashna.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Ashna.
Bye,
Congratulations.
Mita.
Thank
Bye,
you so
Vikash.
much.
Bye,
Bye,
Nikki.
Hitesh. Bye, Manisha.
Bye. Bye, Nikki.
Bye.
Bye, Agnes.
Bye.
Bye, Agnes.
Bye, Nikki. Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, Krina.
Bye, Mom.
Good night.
Bye, Krina. Thank you for joining.
Viva
Bye.
eClub of Masaki. Viva. Well done. And congratulations,
Thank
President
you.
Ashna.
Thank you so much, Guru.